Okay, so welcome everyone once again. Taking a moment to get really comfortable, whether that's seated or lying down. Allowing ourselves a few moments to prepare ourselves, really allowing ourselves that space to come into a place of deep surrender. So as we're getting comfortable, perhaps taking a few nourishing inhales and exhales to allow for our bodies to prepare. Letting go of any to-do list, letting go of any mind chatter, and really allowing ourselves that nourishing, supportive place of dropping into this now moment here together. Dropping into the now moment within our high heart, within that 0 point connection within the high heart. So as we're allowing ourselves to flow into our heart space and into the present moment, perhaps allowing ourselves to go even further now to fully identifying ourselves with ourselves as the eternal and unique individuations of Source that we are and always have been. So coming into that place of the witnessing observer, allowing ourselves to connect to the 0 point, the 0 point connection where all access points to the realities and timelines that we desire to exist within upon, connecting to the 0 point. And as we drop in and get comfortable, surrendering into this journey, into this now moment, what do we clearly intend as the infinite creator beings and individuations of Source that we are? What is it that we desire to create as our reality through a clear intention? So taking a moment, connecting to that clear intention, and bringing it into the focal point of this now moment, the 0 point within our high hearts. And as we do so, perhaps beginning that rhythmic breath of resurrection. Again, it's all in through the mouth and out through the mouth. A 2-part inhale and a 1-part exhale, sounding something like this. Inhale, lower belly. Inhale, heart. Exhale. Again, inhale, lower belly. Inhale, heart. Exhale. Finding the rhythm, finding the pace that feels most nourishing and nurturing and supportive for you as the unique expression of Source on this journey of this now moment. Connecting with the breath, connecting with the intention. Setting the general intention for here and now, calling in the greatest miracles capable of manifesting here and now for all whom have gathered with grace and ease in accordance with the highest divine law and order. Letting go. Where can we let go of that which no longer serves us and bring forth the space and the expansion to embody, integrate, and activate the highest expression of our crystalline DNA, of our divine and unique blueprints, creating pure soul alchemy, opening and allowing. Flowing in and through and all around us once again, Divine Mother Sophia Source's womb, the womb of all creation, bringing us into that 0 point connection field with the everything and the nothing, the infinite flow of all creation potential existing within this portal, as we allow for ourselves to dive into our journey even deeper, allowing ourselves to come into this grand and illuminous womb space, opening ourselves out of any and all finite potentials that exist within this matrices of linear space and time, and opening ourselves into the full flow of the 0 point that holds the infinite potentials of all creation possible, opening and allowing as we stay with the breath. Flowing down and through now, down and through our central channels, down and through each and every layer of our energy bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. This diamond white light, this pure source diamond white light, flowing down gracefully and powerfully, clearing, cleansing, activating, moving through each and every cell, and bringing forth a grander flow of unified consciousness within, opening our gateways, meridians, pathways, and portals, bringing our chakras into a place of open expansion and harmonization and balance, flowing down and through, feeling where we've held onto contraction, dis-ease, discordance, discomfort, and allowing for this diamond white light to flow down and through, bringing forth the wisdom of how we chose consciously or unconsciously to accumulate this dis-ease, discordance, and discomfort within, and bringing forth the resources and the bandwidth of consciousness to allow for us, should we choose, to disengage, transmute, dissolve, transform all that no longer serves us in way of stagnating energies and densities within. Seeing the grand system, the holographic nature of our energetic fields, and how all of our bodies truly play into full communication. Seeing, feeling, and sensing where these areas of discordance are within, what they are linked to, where the inception point of this discordance, of this density, where it began, with childlike curiosity, free of all judgment of self and others, allowing ourselves to go even deeper, deeper and deeper and deeper into the self-exploration, into the self-realization, into the greatest invitation of embodiment here and now, as we allow ourselves to open ourselves into that sweet space of faith, trust, and surrender. We allow for the radiance and the omnipotence of this diamond white light to open itself into its greatest expression as the way-sharer, the guide, the alchemical flame holding a bandwidth of pure prime source creator light that allows for the full clarity, transparency, and transmutation of anything that we desire to bring forth into our expression of here and now. Staying with the breath. Arosambario protura piokra korasaniandre, iandre palala sundru, indra sandra piasa kausa shundre, iandrandra sosapir shandiandi, urala plulo krotra sayandre bokuya sandriandi. Ishanram kwasa pietra sandri sini kurita sanye pierse kayasun. Alali sandria tratra sankrosi ishe sambara satra sandri indriandra. Hars brus anrs prasa sapia sandrio sotre pishaniani. Halalaya sa o sankiatre imbiandra andrandra sosa sondre. Hishasa kwa parasambaro krosoniani. Alalea saniani asheni hustrosa sanese hatatose protrosondre hayanrata halulu susipirsan sinratra sapi sundro samrandi sandra sanretra alon flowing down and through and all around us once again. These 5 pillars of radiant God realm light, flowing down and through and all around, once again creating an impenetrable field of illumination, bringing each and every one of us into our own unique sphere of this radiant prime source creator light, allowing for each and every one of us to, yes, connect through the field of the all that is, the unified field of consciousness as a one, yet have our own unique expression and journey of here and now. As the layers upon layers of plasma light flow down and through, we feel a sense of support and nourishment. We feel a sense of complete ownership of all of our energies that we have consciously and unconsciously chosen to participate in throughout all space-time continuum, allowing for us to come into a greater place of sovereignty, of ownership of the radiant and eternal creator beings that we are, coming out of the further entanglement of the victimizing programs that continue to hold us in all levels and layers of separation from ourselves as the omnipotent, omnipresent, sovereign beings of pure source that we are and always have been. As we allow ourselves to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the breath, we find ourselves now fully embraced by this radiant light. We feel and sense once again this radiant column of pure platinum source light flowing down and through and all around our diamond formation, our spheres of omnipotent God realm light, taking us now once again and taking us up and into the God realms, coming into this radiant magenta and gold sphere, and met by the original seraphim here and now, this high angelic creator race and collective of pure source consciousness, pure Christos consciousness, opening their hearts, opening this portal to grand transformation. As we feel ourselves guided into this experience, for some a grand felt sense of grand and great homecoming, connecting to our lineage, the lineage and the fractals within us, connected to this original angelic creator race and collective of the seraphim, opening up, coming into our own unique experience and journey, opening our hearts, opening up all layers and levels of our energy bodies to fully receive that which desires to come forth in transmission here and now, meeting each and every one of us uniquely as the unique individual expressions we are. Feeling ourselves now embraced as we go into our own unique sphere of this radiant golden and magenta light, opening us up, feeling a sense of deep heart connection as they come forth here and now to bring forth significant codes of the resurrection of the divine masculine light, crystalline light technology within our original angelic template, opening up this grand portal of our Immaculate Heart Complex and allowing for us to resurrect these significant crystalline codes within. As these golden raindrops fall down and through and upon us, we begin to feel ourselves opening up. We begin to feel in a felt sense of such great and deep depths of cosmic, unconditional love. We begin to feel what is existing within our cellular imprint, existing within our heart portals, that no longer resonates, no longer desires to be a part of our journey of ascension moving forward. Those parts of us, those imprints, those timelines that are ready to come home into a sense of grand alchemy and integration. Going deep within the Akash, bringing forth the opportunity here and now to let go of those systems, those beliefs, those imprints that it is not safe to feel. Opening up, clearing, transmuting, and transcending all threads of the false masculine matrices that have been within our heart centers, opening us up to the grand resurrection of so very many aspects of our dormant DNA that desire to come into the full radiance of our Christos Immaculate Heart. Opening and allowing. Staying with the breath. Opening up, further revealing where these imprints of warring, separation, further imprinted within our heart, within this feeling center, within the epicenter of our intuition and our direct connection and direct knowing, the flow of direct communication with Prime Source Creator and ourselves as Prime Source Creator. Opening up, feeling, witnessing, as they bring forth a radiant bandwidth of diamond rainbow light to further assist us in opening ourselves into forgiveness, as deep traumas perhaps are being brought forth into greater reveal of where these the fracturing off of our soul fragments through our experience as a seraphim and through our experience as incarnated as many different forms and frequencies and collectives, whereby we have imprinted within our cellular DNA, our cellular water of this incarnation, and are ready now in this grand ceremony and transmission of alchemy to let go. Letting go of the traumas, letting go of the contraction, letting go of the anger, the rage, and the confusion. As these radiant codes of diamond forgiveness, rainbow forgiveness flow through, where can we soften and open into that great and grand intention of the full release and entanglement when we bring through these alchemical rays of forgiveness and we open our hearts, and we intend to release ourselves and all other beings who've participated in any given moment of time whereby we fractured off our consciousness into the entanglement of emotional densities and self-limiting beliefs. When we bring through this radiant bandwidth of forgiveness and we forgive ourselves and all others, we witness ourselves disentangling and freeing ourselves from the finite structures of the separation matrices, further allowing ourselves the full scope of embodiment and connection to ourselves as source. Witnessing, allowing, connecting. Forgive me, forgive you. Love me, love you. Compassion for me, compassion for you. Gratitude for me, gratitude for you. Letting go as we're brought into the greater review of that which has been long imprinted and held within the systems of suffering, enslavement, imprisonment, and self-sacrifice. When we see ourselves crossing through and as this radiant bandwidth of forgiveness, we feel and sense and witness the grand unified field of consciousness restored even greater within our own unique individuation and hologram of here and now. Letting go, pouring those rainbow diamond frequencies all throughout as we further and witness in the dissolving, in the grand dissolve of these warring frequencies of the rage, confusion, of the grief long held within our heart complex and within all layers and levels of our gateways, pathways, portals, chakras, meridians. We feel a sense of grand freedom, freedom restored, freedom resurrected, freedom for all who participated in any of these imprints of trauma, in any of these imprints of cellular manipulation and fragmentation, feeling and allowing, resurrecting as these radiant seraphim golden codes of pure, immaculate, cosmic, Christos, unconditional love flow down, and in the spaces that we are transmuting and dissolving the densities and the attachments are the spaces and places where we now are activating the highest potential of our divine immaculate heart technology, the grand epicenter of all connection and communication as Prime Source Creator and with Prime Source Creator. Opening and feeling, allowing, dissolving. Feeling the dissolve of grand imprints of the false religious matrices so densely encapsulated and woven into the false masculine frequencies of the false father, letting go, feeling them dissolving through this omnipotent gold and magenta light flowing down and through, witnessing with childlike curiosity and neutrality of all the ways in which these distortion imprints have played out, have offered us such grand invitation to experience such depths of the polarity of the divine essence of our radiant unconditional love, our cosmic love, the unified field of love for everything and anything that has ever existed, feeling the shackles of these imprisonment programs, of the false religious matrices and the false patriarchal paradigm, dissolving within the micro-expression of the imprints that have been left and woven within our collective, ancestral, and soul imprints, releasing and letting go, allowing the breath to further open and expand our wingspan, the radiant wingspan, the wingspan representing the bandwidth, the infinite bandwidth, the infinite potential of our expression of pure, unconditional cosmic love, feeling the infinite nature of the receiving and the giving of this radiant love as it begins to open up and flower within our heart centers. We begin to feel and sense that radiant crystalline diamond rose opening within, feeling the essence as these golden seraphim codes resurrecting the divine masculine template within instantaneously brings forth a grand resurrection, an invitation for the Sophianic grid within us to further expand and blossom into her full radiance, opening and feeling the divine union restoring within, opening and feeling and sensing and embodying such great bandwidths of pure Christos consciousness that come through the flow of this radiant elixir, opening and allowing. Where can we let go? Where can we let go of those control programs, those fear programs that have been imprinted within us, that put a governor on how much love we feel safe in expressing, releasing and transmuting any and all control centers, controlling the flow of the omnipotent, eternal beings of radiant love that we are, letting go and feeling the freedom, the pure and sweet freedom, the joy and the sovereignty that immediately are sparked into creation through our further surrender and allowance of these frequencies coming back home, back online, feeling as this radiates down and through, reconnecting and establishing massive threads and networks of communication, crystalline plasma communication within and through all of our main hubs of technology, of our solar plexus, our sacral, our root, our throat, third eye, and crown, flowing in divine perfection, harmony, and balance, opening up as we feel this massive collective of pure seraphim, angelic creator light flowing in, as though bandwidths upon bandwidths of love reunite and resurrect within. Letting go as we see the depths of separation releasing, as we watch and witness as the witnessing observer, these deeply embedded, imprinted wounds of the false masculine. We see as they leave the blossoming and the opening and the embodiment of the greater divine union within. And the greater divine union within allows for us to feel and experience epic proportions of radiant self-love and love for all others. That beautiful elixir of pure, omnipotent, cosmic, unconditional love, where there's a felt sense and an equilibrium within of equal parts love for self and love for all others. The mirrored expression of I am you, You are me. We are one. The deeper embodiment and felt sense of the unified field of consciousness, law of one, open through these brilliant systems of immaculate crystalline architecture within, feeling and allowing, feeling and letting go as it continues to blossom and expand. We feel our solar plexus and the gateway between our heart and solar plexus opening up into the further flow as we allow for ourselves to attune to a grander embodiment and awareness of the 0 point within our heart. We allow for this radiant this pouring of love to move down and through into our divine purpose center, so that each and every thought, word, and action that we choose to bring into physical flow and forward movement can come through this radiance of love, of divine union resurrected, feeling what that feels like, to walk our path and our purpose, to speak each word, to think each thought, to connect to each belief and action through this radiant field of unconditional cosmic love. Feeling that, allowing ourselves the grand flow of the feeling that comes from the knowing that it is our choice and our divine birthright to create, to exist in all ways through the frequencies of this radiant, immaculate, unconditional love. Letting go of the fear, feeling the threads of fear instantaneously dissolving. When we choose to create through love, we're choosing the polarity of the creation through fear. And when we choose to create through love, we create more love. We create more love, which then allows for less space to experience fear. Feeling and sensing the choice always being present as we have free will and we are source and we are the directors of our consciousness and the directors and creators of our reality. What lens do we choose? Allowing ourselves to feel the infinite and epic flow of this radiant light and love moving through us and as us. Feeling now the womb, our womb of all creation, beginning to open and reconnect with the flow of this radiant love, opening and feeling and allowing, further dismantling, disengaging, transmuting the many imprints of fear, the many imprints of the sexual misery programming that's come through the false masculine paradigm and matrices and the archetypes of the false father. Letting go, feeling that moving down and through. Again, a radiant flow of the rainbow diamond forgiveness flows down to further assist us, assisting us in staying in that place of connection with ourselves as source, as the witnessing observers, as these imprints of trauma flow forth for release within our womb, within all of our chakras, opening and releasing, allowing for that radiant flow of our immaculate heart technology to sync back up as it moves down and through the threads of communication to our womb centers, to our creator centers. We begin to feel the unified field and flow of consciousness that exists within and through each and every system within our physical, mental, emotional, and spirit bodies. Ankra Satrasani. Halaleso Sambriesa Shonrandresin. Yalalo Sundram Viatros Doctor Sundri Biashani Andrandros. Halavia Prora Sanrani Andi. Halabaro Russo Saru Sandari Andresin. Yandra Lala Sandri Piotro. Rus Harus Prus Andri Andra Andra Sandri. Undro Sapra Satri Sandri Miandrondro Crossa Sandri. Imbrambra Pia Prapri Sotre Pia Simbia Crossi Chandranin. Ananalaya Prala Ruea Yandrandan. Sombrondrosi Precrosini Andreas Yamian Awirus Ranran Hayan Rayanin Hasaprosa Piashandran Singora Sotra Sipi Shandri Sitri Prasotraya Sankaro Sitra Sandrasan Indretata Sasapi Perusi Shandri Ishasapashashan Simboros Shandra Sandrasi Yeshan Isa persa songa sa treya sa kio kora sa yeshinu sanian rayani. Halala sa pia shanian sambaya goro sa shashandras pi ata a uson an baranga ya se treya nutros nin. Hambutros yesha sa so sa yembra kora puro sentia trasa pi presa trasa niani. Hus shandros sa shandras ni andran. Kristario sombra kasoshi, Kristaya ombre sinini, Undra sutraya saniandran, Harus undra siya parosipio, Uan, Andrandra sishan sanandrini, Uan, Habra parosi, Paparasus, Harui mi andai ni Andrea sue Andrea, Hamane nanone shanana trono, alla piesa sakia cosa ne andere. Swara loya sanandrandraya tratra sunrayan Harala puasyandraya rosayandrayani Undralaya trayandrayandraya iyan Undraraya iyan Urasaru iyan Coming back into the regular breath now and allowing ourselves to receive. Ya proposa sondraye halalo saru sutrayan utsandrayande utratrayandra haruan haruan Savundanayan Waya Ambra Sapia Senyandri Undravasa Yasatrasan Aotaya Sapura Sutrayan Yamaya Yana Hunuya Taruyan Hahoya Henia Yandranan Prusa Prasa Tre Sandri Sani Shantra Suni Pukrasa Karyatra Suni Ambrandrayandi Iprasutra Sutra Sutra Su Hallelujah Savian Prokrosan Ialeleo Sumbra Sampiese Sashese Tushundra Kao Sapra Sieshanundri Halapi Sishandia Caso Tusi Andrea Sambran Rusutra Saya Quatra Yandri Haru Saya Piesani Andre Caso Undra Piasa Shaniani Shemiangra Krasi Undrun Undra se piesi huatran haru ese undra bi andra inyan Sayam Guapatara Sibiandi Andaranani Andra Sutra Andare Sanuram Yandrandraya Sarvunen Au Yandran Sandrandraya Savyatrosi Brotraya Saundan Ratai Yandrandran Parasi Piesandre Sayesha Shambhe Sandre Pishandri Sandra Rapaya Sayotru Krusayandri Patare Sambhya Sayotru Sapya Sinyanji Singho Atranga Usuniyani Araya Undra Raran Taru Sehu Andran Te Seru Andra Huyan Hue Hue Flowing down and through and all around us once again. This radiant column of pure platinum source light, flowing down and through and all around us, transporting us now, transporting us as the grand felt sense witnessing an embodiment of the resurrected, immaculate heart complex within, flowing down and through the cosmos, down and through the central channel once again of Sophia Gaia, embraced within her womb center now, brought into her womb center and fully embraced as we begin to feel the radiance of her plasma womb water flowing down and through, further assisting and harmonizing, balancing all of our fields of energy, harmonizing, calibrating, connecting us into a greater unified field of connection with all the frequencies of Mother Earth, Sophia Gaia, opening us up into a greater felt sense of balance and harmonization embodied here, feeling the sense, feeling and witnessing and sensing our physical temples and all that is igniting through us and as us within all layers of our energy fields, and feeling it now grounding into the physical body gracefully with ease, grounding ourselves into our physical bodies, grounding all of the massive expansion and resurrection of our angelic, immaculate Christos heart complex, feeling that coming into the greater calibration and harmonizing with Divine Mother Sophia Source's and Sophia Gaia's heart frequency, feeling the layers of the micro of ourself as the individuation of Source, of the macro of Sophia Gaia, and of the macro of all, the heart space of Divine Mother Sophia Source, holding these radiant fields and bandwidths in greater harmonization and physicality, feeling the infinite flow and expansion of radiant love flowing through us and as us and all around us, flowing down into greater grounding and rooting into the diamond grid network of Gaia, so that we can navigate through each and every now moment, each and every word, belief, action, thought, should we choose, in the full lens, scope, and radiance of this infinite field of cosmic, unconditional love. The cosmic love that transcends all depths, all layers of that which we have previously accessed and experienced within the confines of the veils of illusion, opening ourselves up, feeling this grounding into the here and now, feeling the divine union of equal embodiment of self-love and love for all others as this radiant and clear expression of divine union reveals to us the harmonizing and balancing, the full embodiment and expression of the unified field of consciousness. The mother, the father, the male, the female, representing just two examples of the threads of consciousness that exist within all cells of our beingness, that are brought into grand calibration, equilibrium, and union when we allow for us to resurrect the highest expressions of our Immaculate Heart Complex. Self-love and love for others, yet another expression of pure divine union embodied. And, allowing ourselves to move beyond the linear and finite expression of what is meant and embodied through divine union, to open ourselves into the infinite expressions of that which it is. Opening and allowing as we feel this grounding even more now into our physical bodies. We feel ourselves grounding even more into physical body, real time, here and now. Sudra Sonenin. Aum Namahaya. Aum Ayayanra Usamanangrango Sanyeni Amandan. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking our time, coming back into our bodies, coming back into the here and now. Lovingly, gently, with the grand flow of gratitude to all the beings, guides, collectives for coming through, showing up, guiding us, assisting us in this radiant embodiment of resurrection and soul alchemy.